What did it say? If ideas and currency were money. Well, here's a historical fact. 7% of planet Earth is covered with water. The other percent are the 7 continents and the archipelago islands. If currency and ideas with money. I got a book I think I'm gonna write on how I got famous without facts. You hear me? I think it'll be probably one of the most beneficial books to a lot of up-and-coming superstars. But if ideas were money, I want you to think about something. The earth covers 70% water, right? The other 30% is the 7 continents and the archipelago islands. A woman said something today. A lot of times I don't even really listen to the majority of what women say out, because the truth be told, I be like, all the time you actually talking about something interesting is when you're naked. And I'll just be honest with you, I don't even want to lie to you. Right, you hear me? But a lot of times, sometimes somebody said, has somebody ever said something that meant nothing to you, but might end up being very interesting to a person with an education? And that whole thing inspired me, you hear me? I said, I should make a podcast about that, if ideas were money. Yeah, if you drop an album, have a good idea, that motherfucker go platinum, you're a multi-millionaire. If you got merchandise with the album, a billionaire. If you got a movie, whoo, Pharaoh's trillions, right? 7% water, right? The water, right, you hear me, is an idea in and of itself that people ain't, even the sky is a fucking idea, right? The sky is an idea. Right? So a lot of times people wonder how I'm your boss. I'll tell you how I became your boss. Because if I don't come up with the idea, you don't know what the fuck to do. That's the point. Ideas and currency are money. Who is the person that normally give you the idea on what you need to do to survive? Your boss. That's why I'm the boss. Because I'm the only nigga got the ideas around this motherfucker. When your brain gets stopped up, and a lot of times, I like to have fun. I ain't necessarily call it playing on my food. I sit around and see if you actually know the answer to economics or whatever the case may be. I do what they say. I don't necessarily play deal kind of done playing with it, because you always playing solvent or play like King David said when he was with the Philistines. You hear him playing crazy for a little while. I be like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You hear me? You tell you musicians back in here, it did rule the shit back going. Yeah, I still rule. I got all this shit going on. But I seen the new Denzel Washington movie. I guess the name of this movie was Highest to Lowest or some shit, right? I really dig that Denzel Washington movie, Highest to Lowest. Right, you hear me? I think he kind of started to understand what was going on, right? You hear me? When it comes to like a lot of these men that are like desperate artists. This man was so desperate in this movie, Highest to Lowest. The difference is, right, you hear me? Denzel Washington kind of handled it how I would have handled it to a certain degree, because niggas ain't really negotiating with terrorists. Niggas ain't negotiating with nobody, honestly, truth be told, you hear me? It's this for that, you hear me? Get on, Jack, you hear me? That's the truth about it. Get your ass beat, you hear me? Niggas don't, I wouldn't have had no situation. Oh, well, you know I need this. Yeah, you think they're gonna be this, and this, you hear me? Nigga gonna knock your ass off. But it was a very good movie, that's the truth about it, right? You hear me? Because I think the last time I was at the beach, I was doing a podcast about how weak the military had got. I was like, man, the military done got so goddamn weak. I be like, y'all had a hostage situation on TV for like months and months and months. I be like, man, listen, I be like, I don't know where the fuck you learn how to go to war with motherfuckers. That's a hostage situation and handle the same day. And Denzel Washington, he pretty much, you know, shows you in the movie form. Truth be told, like, no, okay, that what y'all think it gonna be? Keep thinking that, watch this shit and knock all their ass off, you hear me? And then when they even think some crazy shit like you gonna link up after you committed treason, laugh that nigga out the building, you hear me, real talking, go sign you some female artists. That's really how that shit's supposed to be done. You know, because it kind of remind me in that movie or the Eminem song, Stan. Eminem got a song called Stan, right? You hear me? And basically it's some crazy ass fans that you don't even know about, right? You hear me? These motherfuckers worship you like you they God or some shit. You like, man, don't even know you like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, like, man, I don't know you. No more, what they say, a bit than the man on the moon. It really ain't no man on the moon. It's a woman on the moon. You hear me, right? A man on the moon basically means have a black man fuck a white bitch. That's basically what they talking about. I don't know how much success you gonna have. Like I said, I still date gangsta boo bitches. I get it, right? You hear me? So, like I said, all countries got their own prime minister. You got your own state representatives. You got the Congress people, right? When it comes to this red light district peace battle shit, no, you still gotta come through me. I still don't do business with no rats. Right here, but like a king know what an army is doing. I seen another post about some preachers in Memphis were talking about, can the military really understand how to really govern the people in these cities of Memphis and Tennessee? You do know, regardless of what alphabet letters you think of, there are certain departments in the military, and it's mostly niggas with power that be there, that train your people with these different alphabets behind their name. This is for lack of a better term. No, we very much know all this shit. Right? You hear me? Truth be told, you hear me? To improve a quality of living, not a quality of life. You hear me, right? You hear what it's in there? Ready to live. You hear me, right? You hear me? Turn this shit up. Because truth be told, in Memphis, y'all need the Peabody Place back. Y'all need the Coliseum. Like right now, look where I'm at. Liberty Land. Adventure River. I mean, still just the same shit, right? You hear me? Coliseum, Adventure River, the Shell Complex where we throw all these big ass parties and shit. Yeah, because what happened? They all that shit kind of came back when we beat the Ku Klux Klan up. So they was like, well, we ain't gonna fund no more of y'all stuff around here. And we gonna tear up that y'all been sitting at weed. You hustling flow ass niggas, you hear me? Now it's OnlyFans and it's legal. But yeah, it very much need to be taken over. Because a lot of those police sometimes, they slick be kind of like they all right, but they try to make extra money on the side. And I get it, a nigga got to hustle, but at the same time, the police can't overrule the army no more than the army can overrule the king. Does that make sense? And what happens is you have people that don't respect rank structure and they need to get stepped on. That's just basically how they gonna go. And it ain't the first time it happened to you, if you was to be all the way honest with yourself. It ain't the first time it happened to you. I want you to be honest with yourself. You got stepped on for violating rank structure. So nah, that's a great idea. That's a great, like I said, these look like Adventure River, Liberty Land, right? Got the kids out. Yeah, that's a great idea. The Coliseum, party promoting, right? You hear me? I want to walk the pier with y'all a little bit, put y'all up on game. But the name of this podcast ain't about how I got famous with faggots. It's about ideas are in fact currency. Like a lot of people, they look at trolls and shit, right? You hear me? You look at trolls, the troll trying to figure out how you became his boss. Cause I'm the nigga come up with the idea. You can't think of shit. That's why I'm the boss. When people, like they say, people, I was watching that movie, he said the most powerful form of currency is attention, right? Nobody pays attention to you because your ideas ain't worth no money. You gotta think, a lot of the books, say for instance, niggas say, man, I just read 48 Laws of Power. I just read Art of Seduction, Machiavelli, nigga, you hear me? I just read any type of book, right? Art of Seduction, The Secret. Like you done read all it, nigga, we read that shit 30 years ago, nigga, 20. It's not new to us. It's new to you. Oh, nigga, I'm in the army. Nigga, I retired from the army 15 years ago. Not joined, retired 15 years ago. Your little machine gun bazooka game ain't about shit to me, you hear me? I've been knocking nigga ass off, you hear me? It's not really impressive to me. I'm just being honest with you. That's why I spend the majority of my time thinking about the entertainment industry and most of the kids, because you know how like Michael Jackson was a child celebrity, he missed out on his childhood. I missed out on being able to even have family time, cause I've been stepping on nigga majority of my life. Honestly. I want to be the dope, but that dope boy shit don't impress me. We went to war so bad we legalized. You ain't have shit to do with it, you hear me? That's why a lot of that, like I said, that defund important shit, that's what they be at. What did you have to do with the game and legalize? They be like, you ain't got shit to do with it. We spend so much of our time doing it, so now, yeah, we want to do, what they say, films and movies and fashion and things of that nature, because it gives us time to make up for time. Like I said, Michael Jackson missed his whole childhood because he was so busy being a star. I spent so much of my time doing international business and contracting and all type of other shit, you hear me? So now I'm going to do something fun. Cause I can. And if a nigga ever think that I can't, you hear me? I show him what my real job is, you hear me? Yeah, look, dun, dun. Yeah, all that you can be, you hear me? Real talk, and them some, you hear me? But they say cash money is the army, better yet the Navy. And if you ever try to play a hate me, nigga, that ass is gravy, nigga, you hear me? You already know you can step on, you hear me? Don't even act a fool. One thing about them, at least they on the same page. These weird ass niggas with these birds and these funny hairstyles and these tight ass jeans, they don't understand rank structure, you hear me? But they do. And that's what we get, regardless. See, there ain't no color lines in there, it's rank structure. That's the line. See, so I don't do business with faggots because he don't even have a color line or a moral philosophy. See, when you're dealing with a lot of people that don't have a more, see, even the Bible, people can unite under it, but majority of niggas are illiterate. They can't even read and write. Like I said, look at the water, it's 7%. Ideas are currency. Your idea is very much your currency. If you don't have an idea, how the fuck you gonna be the boss or something? I seen my auntie make a post, she said, what you the boss of, nigga, the bed? What you the boss of the couch, nigga, you hear me? The church, when you gonna get out here, nigga, in the world and get some shit done out here, you hear me? But that, like for real. That's what, I'm gonna tell you something about the pimp game. A lot of you niggas who thought you were players and shit. Most women join men because they think, what they say, no guidance, you can guide them. When the bitch find out, right, you hear me, that you gotta learn your ideals from me, naturally, all the bribery, beating in the world ain't gonna make that hoe say, well, what you gonna say? Well, I'm just do business with Chip then. Since he look like he your boss. Cause you look like everything you talking about come from him. I had a white homeboy that dated a black girl. Named Playboy. Y'all know who he is. And I'm gonna tell you, he said his girlfriend wrote a suicidal letter before she jumped in front of a car. And I started to realize why me and him grew apart, though we probably been friends for at least about 25, 26 years. She wrote a suicide letter. I can't make this shit up. See, I'm the type of nigga I like to clear the air real quick. In this letter, right, you heard me, before she killed herself, she said, I found out you was a white boy pretending to be a nigga that you never was. And that nigga she was talking about was me. Sometimes a lot of you white boys, you hear me, right? You come around black people, you think you swagging like us, right? You know damn real that ain't your lifestyle. And when that bitch find a nigga that you think you copying off of, you hear me, right? It's kind of like, see, copyright infringement inside the trade is easily a decision made about royalties in the court. But sometimes, say for instance, you try to use that fake shit that you done learned in a movie or something to get women. Or commit fraud, cause a black bitch gonna start looking at it as fraud. See that genuine naturalist realness, right? You hear me? That killer instinct, right? It never been you. Ideas are in fact money, right? But see, a lot of people really didn't understand the logic about why. It's the same reason why train a person to be a CEO of a company or a CFO or a manager, a general manager. It's still the boss that get them the idea, right? Because the boss is basically delegating authority. Say for instance, if I got control of some white people, I would train a white person. Say I would have a Donald Trump deal with the white people. I would have a Ban Ki-moon to take care of the Koreans, but I only talk to Ban Ki-moon. Or I would have Jack Ma talk to some Chinese people. Does that make sense, right? You hear me? Or whoever in your district or this, that, and the third. You ever heard a woman in the movie say, I don't fuck with hired help, right? You hear me? So when I put myself in the position, because a lot of you men, like I said, if you have a gay community, that means the women are in charge. And so me being a real boss and knowing economics, I said, well, shit, if truth be told, the woman really your boss and you living off her, shit, all I gotta do is make your hoe, and then that controls your whole little community now. See, the prostitute of Babylon in the Bible, all she needed was pimping the Egyptian show up. That's how she lost her money. Nobody really tells that's the whole secret. But a lot of you niggas ain't never been there. But I'm gonna tell you something else I thought about. Like I said, ideas of currency. OnlyFans is the greatest karma a pimp than ever had. I'm gonna tell you why. Back in the day, right, you hear me, pimps, you just sitting the hoe. You never saw the trick, didn't want to hear nothing about the trick. OnlyFans is like a mirror of karma, but what had happened was, with most niggas where it would have destroyed them to see, cause you know I'm like, go ahead, you know, just but a lot of these they ain't never been there. They ain't never been no dope boy or nothing, cause they too open with the business, with their business ventures that they try to do, and they too sniffing hoes ass and shit, right? The hoe take 2 feet, like you holding on to the bitch like a little kid when they parents going to work in the morning type shit. So you ain't none of that shit you claim to be, right? You hear me? Then if you, like I said, they gonna remake the gangster movie. How you niggas getting fucked in the head to get plugged in, you hear me? That's what they do to hoes. In the street world, truth be told, a lot of you niggas got plugged in the way hoes get plugged in. How you get fucked in the game, nigga? Nigga, we celibate. And abstinent, you hear me? Fuck a nigga mean when it comes to those type of business endeavors. And that's just the truth about it. A lot of you people, like, truth be told, you hear me? You already have people that you can do business with. You just go do business with them. Like, say for instance, if I was an Asian person, what's stopping you from talking to Ban Ki-moon or Jack Ma to get your hustle on? Why you gotta talk to me for? It's fraud. I already know it's fraud, you hear me? You know it's fraud too, right? If you European, right? You Canadian, you got what? Trudeau. Right? So if the leaders of your countries ain't even listening to that bullshit you talking about, why you think an Aboriginal leader would even listen to that shit? Your own people don't even believe that shit. Why the fuck I'm gonna believe? I want you to start really, ideas are currency. They know that bullshit ass idea that a lot of y'all come up with ain't nobody listening to. So why the fuck I'm gonna listen to it? You know why niggas tend to listen to everything I say in the ghetto? That they watch weed get legalized under my watch. They watch pimping, nigga, that used to be the Jack Johnson, man, human trafficking charge, nigga, become OnlyFans. Yeah, that's why my niggas them listen to me. Ain't nobody listening to your ass, cause they getting indicted, DI fraud, defund, no. So if all of my ideas are money, your own people don't even listen to that shit. So why the fuck you gonna come around me think I wanna hear any of that shit? I don't wanna hear it, see it, don't give a fuck about it. Niggas, at least niggas wise, they know how they leak up. They know they ain't got no money, no idea to get no money. They say, hey, might want to drink and smoke. Cause they genius. They know at least I do that, but you like Cain and Abel. You don't even drink, smoke, or eat meat, nigga. You the Cain type niggas out here. You niggas is vegetarians and shit. You some evil niggas. Well, you ain't even know that, did it? You evil vegetarian type niggas. Vegan niggas. That's the Cain nigga in the Bible. Nigga, I eat meat, nigga, and burnt herbs, nigga, you hear me? I ain't no, you Cain, devilish ass niggas, you hear me? Soft ass nigga, you hear me? That's the truth about it. Nigga sell your kids and parents and shit out, you hear me? Like, for real. I just don't indulge in it, you hear me? That's being honest about it. Like I said, if your idea was so good, make you a business plan and a marketing plan. Like I said, ideas are what? Money. You know why your grants and loans got froze? Because they said that's not your idea. You stole those ideas. Yeah, you stole them. So how you gonna get some money off stealing people's ideas? That's why the grants and loans froze. That's why your company defunded. Because they said somebody else, it's like in college, it's plagiarized. Your school, you hear me, been defunded because all the shit that gave these people degrees were plagiarized. If you use your whole college career and AI did all your paperwork, all your tests, you use AI, right? You heard me? Then your whole career is fraud. When I was in college, I'm probably the only person that they ever said I should use AI. Cause they said, my kid, you should lie. Cause that real shit you be talking about right here, man. You hear me? You be talking that shit so real. It's the truth, you hear me? I said, yeah, it's the truth, you hear me? Because on the boss, I would know that. He gonna get somebody killed too. I said, I know that. But I don't have to lie. I'm the only person probably in college history in 2025. They said, man, you like I said, I got Harvard want me to go to their school. Think about Harvard been defunded. A lot of people really don't have common sense. Like, say for instance for Harvard, right? They must think nigga dumb or something. I can turn on the TV. Harvard has lost $500 billion. You hear me, right? You hear me? No return of funding anytime soon. Why in the fuck? That's just like, okay, you got indicted for a RICO act and all of a sudden I'm going to the club to party with you tonight. What the fuck they do that is? Like, it's stupidity. So what I'm gonna do? Keep scrolling through my motherfucking inbox like I don't see that motherfucker. Like, Anyway, next slide, please. It's not realistic. Now, every now and then, I might talk to some of my friends or my family members that's in trouble. Why? Because they my friends and my family. Yeah, and I can solve their problem because I want to. But I'm not interested in solving a group of people problem that ain't never did shit for me, never gave me shit, right? You heard me? You ain't invested no time with me, no money with me, nothing. So I ain't got no dividends. I ain't got time to divide my time with me. You owe my money. That's the truth about it. I don't. Now, if you had an ideas of money, that we could make some money, yeah, I might listen. But I know you ain't get it. Because if you did, you wouldn't be around me trying to hear what I got to say. That's why I'm the boss. That's why your bitch like me more than you do. Ain't nobody sitting around waiting on you to say shit. They waiting on somebody who can say shit that makes some money to start talking. They don't want to hear the shit you got to say. Because all the shit you done said, like I said, they start telling women that they women rights didn't come from the 19th Amendment no more. It came from Roe vs. Wade, another case. Like I said, that's like a nigga saying, that's like the nigga that stabbed that girl on the train, that the black boy with them dreads, with them tattoos that stabbed the white girl. What if he said, O.J. Simpson won his case, so I should win mine? Nobody in their right mind would believe no bullshit like that. That your situations in life are based off others. That's that Siamese twin prostitute of Babylon thinking. What if the nigga that stabbed that white, I just seen this shit on the news, they say a nigga had stabbed this white bitch on the train. What if he went to court and said, O.J. Simpson said the glove don't fit, it must have quit, I'ma win the case. That's some crackhead shit. And that's how y'all think. Oh, well, such and such, he won, Donald Trump won his RICO Act, so I'ma win mine too. Wrong, your name ain't Donald or Trump. Your name ain't O.J. Simpson, Snoop Dogg, none of that shit. And you have these crazy ass ideas in your brain, right? You hear me? But because you think that somebody else's idea is your money. No, their ideas are their money. And truth be told, like I said, it's sad that we have to copyright shit and when we distribute and publish shit, right? You hear me? Because people be so crazy, they be like, yeah, that idea make me money. No, it makes me money. It don't make you shit. Shaq had to tell his dad that. He like, nah, I made it to the NBA. You didn't make it to the NBA. You know? Because I'm going to tell you what happened. Even if you was a little Bow Wow, right? His mama thought that his rap was her rap. Lil Bow Wow supposed to be damn near a billionaire today off all them platinum albums and movies he done made. This boy, every album he made went platinum. Diamond, all his albums, movies, you heard me, made billions of dollars. That Like Mike, all that shit, that lottery ticket, all them movies made billions of dollars. That nigga is in financial debt. That's the truth about it. And truth be told, it's so sad we live in a time where, like I said, you got these fake ass lawyers with these degrees down south. You can't even pay a lawyer even if you can hustle up on $100,000 or $1 million, right? $1 million lawyer, 6-figure lawyer. Cause they dumb they damn self. You just didn't know it. Keep in mind, education in law and history had nothing to do, you hear me, with the amount of money. It's an idea of nature, right? I done seen Sam Freeman, the dude, start cryptocurrency. If he really had $1 billion, why wasn't he smart enough to avoid that life sentence? They ain't had no damn it's fraud. They just print money. Have you ever read the Constitution, what white people do when they run out of money? They don't make none. They just print some fake money and hope don't nobody find out that they lying. That's what they do. Then when they get busted, they look for black friends. Some niggas dumb enough to do business with them. Like I said, I've been in the military, right? By show of hands, how many men in the military can say that my cables used to hang out at my house? We used to go to the club together. It's unheard of, nigga. We just work the same job, nigga. We ain't no hanging out, fool. It's insanity, you hear me? The type of shit that these niggas think out here, you hear me? Cause you was in the military, I was in the military, that we hang, nigga, nobody in their motherfucking right mind think that shit. That's insanity, nigga. No, nigga, I have a job to do, you hear me? You have a job to do, you hear me? Fuck out my face. That's just like if everybody worked at Wendy's or McDonald's. They don't go to the club at night together. I mean, maybe some of them do, you hear me? But it's not really realistic because everybody has their own lives. Everybody knows it. Like where we at? This Santa Monica Park. When they get paid, Friday, you hear me? They ain't all going to what that club, Burt Elegant. They ain't going to Burt Elegant together. Or Walmart together. It's not realistic. Right? I've been to college, right? You hear me? You think, because me and you took calculus together. Oh shit, I took calculus. So with young children at University of Memphis, we finna go party. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. Like I said, Memphis is probably one of the few places where though you might be of the same family, y'all have different friends. Cause a lot of these niggas is rats, you hear me? Like I see niggas pointing niggas out in the courtroom. Moneybag Yo got a song, he said, ain't if that nigga a rat and he hang with a rat, he a rat too, ain't it? He said, I don't care if I knew the rat, long as I knew my new homeboy I just met. You a rat now, you hear me? You a rat for life in my book. Won't nothing ever change that. You ever heard the saying, birds of a feather flock to motherfucking together, you hear me? That's true. The fuck? A lot of people think, oh, because I'm black, when black people make money, we all make money. So every nigga that ever went to the NBA or the NFL, when they get their contract, right, for their idea on how they play basketball, that mean you got paid too? Say for instance, we had the NFL draft just happened. When the NFL player get his money, do that mean all black people got money? Nobody in their right mind think crazy shit like that. It's a baseball player, Asian nigga. That nigga made $800 million. Did everybody in Asia get $800 million? No, nobody think crazy shit like that. It's called investing, right? You hear me? Financial literacy class will save you from getting killed for treason out here. Because you know if you ain't investing in with nobody in they stocks or they bonds or they companies, how the fuck you gonna get some dividends out of it? You can watch MSNBC. Starbucks went up 10 points today, you hear me? The stock is going through the roof. But you ain't got no damn money invested in Starbucks. The fuck is doing for your pocket? That's why we used to make fun of niggas about dick riding and shit. Be like, why are you dick riding these niggas and these bitches? You hear me? And you ain't got no money invested in that shit. They paying you? That's what Denzel Washington was basically telling that nigga in that movie From Highest to Lowest. He said you got 50 niggas in the hood, but is them niggas paying you? Yo Gotti got a song. He said you got 25 niggas on the streets, but you can't get $2.50 from them each, nigga. Like I told a nigga, I got 100 friends that's billionaires. You got 1 billion friends, you can't even get $100 from, nigga. We different. Fuck you mean, nigga? Less is more. For real, man. A lot of you niggas then basically spread yourself thin in the industry. You spread yourself thin. And matter of fact, the truth be told, what is the actual true meaning of diversity? That's a stock and bond term. That means I got some money invested in real estate. I got some money invested in the oil industry. I got some money invested in the technology companies. I got some money invested in shipbuilding. Or I got some money invested in the new scuba diving suit. It got heat inflation in that motherfucker. Those are investments. That's what diversity mean. I got money invested in different shit, and one of them motherfuckers gonna pop, right? You heard me? Kind of like, but a lot of you get to eat it ain't even the fact you count your chickens or eggs before they hatch. You ain't even planting no chicken. The fuck? Ideas are in fact money. Like I said, I got a book coming out on how I got famous without faggots, you hear me, right? You hear me? I never had to do it. I seen a young nigga. I can't make this shit up. I have a saying that I see certain niggas as thorough. I seen this nigga last year before I had won my trial. He was a young nigga. And he said, I'm going to film school, man. And I was sliding on somebody and he had stopped. He said, man, don't slide on, man. It's all good. You hear me, man? These folk good to me. Man, come on, you know, anything you need, man, it's on me, man, tonight. You ain't even got to do it to him, you hear me? I said, all right, you hear me? I said, if you rocking with him, you hear me, you know, I'm going to go do what I do. But like I said, this is the nicest I've ever been to people in California in 8 years. That's the truth about it. I'm telling man, if anybody who really know me, I've been on some stepping. Like, but this is nice. I was like, not that I just talk to you like a child, you hear me, that's fucking up in life, you hear me? That normally, you know what come with that crazy shit you be around me doing. But yeah, anyway, I seen a nigga with some booty shorts on yesterday or the day before yesterday in a bra. A year ago, he was a street nigga, young nigga, you hear me? Nigga was about 21, 22 years old. I seen a nigga a year later after going to film school. I seen him the day before he had a bra on and some booty shorts. And he was a street nigga. I'ma tell you something, man, you hear me? Do you know real street niggas will go broke, you hear me, before they do something? Say for instance, if you down bad on money, you like Kevin Hart got a joke. He said his daddy said, man, remember we back in the day we was sucking dick for money? And niggas like, sucking dick for money? You ever seen that movie Menace to Society? A real street nigga right here, hear me? That nigga came, he said, man, come on, man, I'll give you this here, man, I'll suck your dick. He shot that nigga in the face right there, you hear me? He said, what's wrong with you, homie? And not because he didn't like poor people and junkies. Nigga, heterosexual, man, even, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of y'all see me post about these taxes. You see me post about these immunities and these privileges. Read the Foreign Affairs Manual. And when it comes to infrastructure, a lot of this money from infrastructure and shit like that, it literally say heterogeneous program creators cannot do business with homosexual program creators. It's not designed because anybody that know those business models always fail. I don't get grief wrong. A country that had a business, it's always fail. Anybody that went to business school would know that. Like I gotta tell you women, I'm not making fun of you about scaling and extrapolating, but truth be told, who knows more about scaling and extrapolating than a drug dealer? You know how niggas say, trap out the bando, I got the trap house jumping. That mean I have an influx of so many customers, right? I got so many junkies, you hear me? Or so many people that's buying and shopping with me that I have an abundance of money and what they call a surplus. You don't know how to scale shit because you don't even have an idea. If your idea is other people's idea, you don't know how to scale or extrapolate. Your idea of making money is snitching. See, if snitching is your idea of making money, then you need to get the fuck out of the business then. Ideas are currency, right? Your idea of making some money or getting a town, or this how you gonna beat your I used to watch niggas in jail. They didn't file motion to dismiss it. They didn't petition for writ of habeas corpus. This was their strategy of getting out of jail, you hear me? Man, they said, man, if I can snitch on such and such, or if I can find out this, that, and the third, that's how in the fuck is you gonna win your court case like this? That's like a nigga saying, the nigga that stabbed that girl on the train. Well, O.J. Simpson won his case, so this time it went, no. Like I said, women's rights come from the 19th Amendment, not Roe v. Wade. Social Security benefits and Section 8 vouchers come from the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment by President Johnson. That's the homosexual leeching that taught you that crazy shit, that stop, stare, decease, what they call in government, right? You heard me? Somebody told you some crazy shit like that. That's just like if my brother get a girlfriend, she both have a girlfriend. The fuck? He gonna be like, bro, you tripping today, man, you hear me? Like, for real. That's why some niggas don't even bring bitches. If you gotta wait, if you can't bring your girl around the men that you claim your homeboy, get them niggas away from you. You gotta be like Jay-Z. Jay-Z dropped the whole Rockefeller team. He picked up one bitch that knew how to make some money, Beyonce. All of a sudden, his money went from $40 million to $400 million to $4 billion. Less is more, cause what? She got her own idea and she got her own people to market to women. You a whole bunch of niggas waiting on me to come up with the idea so you can get paid off of it. That's dead weight, nigga. Nah, now if a nigga, if somebody around me, right, they either, you hear me, somebody that's creating ideas with me. You gotta understand, Gerald Massey said Ptah came after the prostitute of Babylon, right? When she was in this land of Canaan. Why? Because he had a creative mindset. They have transformative mindset. Like some of y'all are evolutionaries, not creationists. So it gets back into the Darwinism, right? You heard me, these creation stories. Do you think the world was created by an intelligent being, or it just transformed and mutated from a bunch of reptiles and shit? Not stop it. Some people think they can transform. Do it. I still ain't seen a monkey turn into a man. Now, can a tadpole become a frog? Yeah. Can a caterpillar become a butterfly? Yeah. Can an ant sit in one spot and rule this whole little pyramid? Yeah. But you ain't even that. But that's their idea. Even if it's an insect or a reptile, you don't have it's in this cell. Sometimes I have to look at human being like, is the animal smarter than you? Like I said, there are people that have creative mindsets, then there are people that have transformative mindset. Remember, the creative mindset came, if you study history, came later. With the god of Ptah, he was a self-made. What they say in the mob, nigga, he said, I'm self-made, nigga, you affiliated. I built mine ground up, you got your ass beat to get initiated. Nigga, we ain't the same. Did you get beat up to get put in that gang, nigga? No nigga beat me up. I blow a nigga ass off, you hear me? You nigga were paying for protection, getting extorted, nigga, and be honest with yourself, nigga, because you were getting bullied. Nigga, we kill bullets in my city, nigga. That's the truth about it. So you gotta understand, even in Los Angeles, I looked at all the LAUSD reports on how nigga the math, reading, and English, y'all were below 40% in passing. And the answer was to get some more security guards in there. That's gonna really help the kids' grades. How in the fuck, you hear me, that's gonna help the grades? Then they get older, they say, well, just give them a diploma because we feel sorry for them. Then they end up in these international arenas when it's life decisions made about these treaties and these policies and all of these referendums, and you gotta actually be educated to get there, and you done snuck in there. You done snuck in the building, you don't know none of this shit. You find yourself like me. I remember one time I had college algebra class. And I tried to skip college algebra before AI, this 2009. And I said, I'm gonna just put the numbers in the computer, in the calculator, and get the number. And when I got the calculus class, I was suffering. Right, you heard me? Not suffering like I'm doing bad in the world, but suffering like I couldn't even understand what the fuck the FX function is on the board. Because I had tried to cheat my way into calculus. I had to be honest, I said, I need to retake it, motherfucker. I'm getting math wrong. But truth be told, I didn't need that to start no business or nothing like that. But if I ever wanted to build a satellite, maybe it might become relevant, or know how to build a roller coaster or something. Does that make sense? But for me to make money, there's a whole lot of what W.B. Du Bois would say, uneducated money makers. That's a normal thing. And for black, even Frank Lou, they say these niggas can't make $1 million. You hear me? He couldn't even read and write. Right? You hear me? Certain black people, they have that gift, that talent, right, to know how to make money. Some niggas just know how to do it. But when they get caught, they don't know law. They gotta have a friend that know law. So that's why a lot of men in the 90s and the 2000s, they used to talk to the black people. Like I used to tell the man that owned a barbershop, right? He said, man, you know, it's cool to own a business, make it in the game. He said, but like gold on the Mac. He said, I don't want you to be like me. I'm already me. I want you to be a lawyer. I want you to be a doctor. Right? You hear me? So I ain't got to go to them, you hear me, for my remedy. That didn't make sense. Like a lot of times when you watch those movies, the Mac, Golden wasn't giving them kids that money for good report cards just for the hell of it. He said, no, when you grow up, I want you to be a lawyer. When you grow up, I want you to be a banker. When you grow up, I want you to be a doctor. I don't need, but Jay-Z say, nigga, acting like I sold you crack, nigga. No, I did that, so you ain't got to go through that. We already dealt with the RICO X, you heard me? I won that, you heard me? That's why this shit legal. That's the truth about it. But the niggas you getting your ideas from, they didn't. So a lot of times, right, you hear me, it's not necessarily the fact that because in college they have something called work site. All you gotta do is reference where you got this shit from. Like me, right? When I don't act like W.B. Du Bois don't exist, but I used to watch people like Dr. Ali Muhammad and Brother Polite, right? You heard me, Shock Almost. They act like it's men that didn't come up with that shit before they did. Nigga came up that way before you did, you hear me? And that's why they failed. That's why Polite is doing a life sentence after he was riding the Rolls Royce. Because these niggas fail to act like they say if you stand on the shoulder of giants and just be honest about where you learned this shit from, it ain't that hard to get ahead in life. Because you can already reference like me. I can talk about it though. I can say BML. What the fuck am I all the way back in Bumpy Johnson days for? But we do study the Prohibition Act. Why? Because those are amendments in the Constitution. Alcohol and tobacco was illegal. We created corner stores. They didn't want us to have corner stores, alcohol and tobacco. So yeah, we talk about the Bumpy Johnson. But if we want to talk about recently, marijuana was considered Prohibition Act. It was prohibited. And we put a Bumpy Johnson on their ass again and we legalized it. And we show you the process on how it's done. It's called these treaties of Kadush, these government bills. That's the importance of it. A lot of you niggas, this ain't your idea. And what a lot of y'all do is y'all go in there, just like with a rap album. Our idea, yeah, if you have a good idea for an album, it make millions. Like they say a black woman came up with the idea for the movie The Matrix. You watching TV, like you be like, wait a minute, that I came up with that movie idea. I should be the one making the millions. I should be on the red. Yeah, ideas are money. It's another man. What's his name? Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson said it's a black woman invented the drive-through. Right, you heard me. Mary Cloud, what they say, Madam C.J. Walker with these cosmetics, these self-made millionaires. Right? Some people got ideas, don't know how to make money off of it. See, making money ain't got to be pretty. Making money might be boring sometimes. Ideas are money. Hell yeah, ideas money. But the thing is, we live in a world where you got to copyright shit, right? Because remember, a lot of those inventions that black people came up with, like all of these inventions, a lot of people, they think all it like, I put a post, because Bill Cosby, truth be told, that's really why they were mad at Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is a self-made billionaire, right? And remember back in the day, Sidney Poitier, right? You hear me? Those let's do it again type niggas, Uptown Saturday Night, how they be finessing white folk who think they smarter than niggas. You was an old dumb boxing match, you hear me, to throw you out while you caught up in that bullshit ass fight. We making all the money. You an idiot, you hear me? Hoodlum ass, Harlem Night ass nigga. While you over there watching that fight, you hear me? We got all the money, you stupid. Y'all ain't never been smart, that's the truth about it. Y'all get so caught up in controversy, the real money being made, you don't never see none of it. Because if you had a creative mindset, instead of, because I had started reading these Egyptology books, and I can really start understanding pedophilia. They start saying Osiris gonna transform into this boy, a child Horus. Now, if a person is illiterate, you ever see some people, they read books and they know damn well they don't know the definition of these words, and they'll take that shit out of context. They be like, yeah, I'm Osiris, I'm gonna transform into this child. He done misinterpreted some shit, talking about he doing a ritual, and now he done fucked everything up. Right? Ideas of money. That's why black people, it's not the fact that we don't like white people. We know white people like to steal our ideas. And if our idea is money, what is he trying to do? He trying to steal our money. So no, we don't want you around us. Hell no, we don't want you recording what we doing. Why? Because you're a thief. You're a known thief. See, money is worth way more than a temporary product and service. Ideas are what's called royalties, nigga. See, these ideas, you get paid for the rest of your life off of it. These inventions was an idea. This Ferris wheel is an idea, right? All these roller coasters, these are ideas that's still making money forever, just off the idea. And you can take that idea, make it into a blueprint, architect design, like what Jay-Z say, sell it again. The music industry, these albums, right? You hear me? These are ideas that make money forever. So damn real, ideas make money. But most of these people, like I said, they don't have a creative mindset. If you gotta wait on somebody else to talk, to come up with the idea, that's okay for a child. But when you're a grown man and you still waiting on somebody to give you that idea, that's not the same thing. Because now you have to start choosing what job you gonna work at and who gonna be your boss at that point. Because that part of your life of being the boss is over with. Now, if you under 18, we get there. You still learning. But if you a grown motherfucker, you hear me real talking, you trying to learn from another man, no. That means you gonna respect rank structure, respect niggas that's your boss, and you get stepped on. That's how that works, right? We in Hollywood, right? You hear these hoe-ass niggas, get the fuck out of California, you hear me? Real talk, nigga, this the land of movie, niggas and films and action shit, nigga. Arnold Schwarzenegger type shit, and we'll show a nigga how hot this bitch can get around here. Nigga, shut up. For a nigga embarrass you around here. Nigga, this Arnold Schwarzenegger type town, nigga, you hear me? We blow your whole shit up, nigga, you hear me? Give you niggas some real, make a nigga think in an action movie around here, you hear me? Yeah, ideas of money. A bust ass nigga with no ideas, you hear me? He don't get no money. Like I said, even in the porn industry, I watch these niggas, I said, why you think you never seen a nigga in the porn industry with $1 million? That ain't by mistake. You gotta think, if a pimp ever had access to some of these hoes that these niggas done fucked in the porn industry, a pimp can take a garbage bitch and make a bitch that ain't shit, fix her credit, get the hoe to make him $1 million. A ugly bitch. You mean to tell me that you fucked all these hoes in the porn industry and you still ain't a millionaire? You know why? Because they fagged them niggas. And that's why I got some shit coming out, how I got famous without faggots. See, all these niggas y'all think around here dating these hoes and shit, you ain't been in the film industry. You ain't been in the movie industry. You ain't done none of this shit. And if you have, you know how true it is. That's why you ain't saying shit if you do have a level of success. I heard you talking. I'm the one shining though, and you ain't. And you know it. It's obvious. You got fucked in your ass to fuck that hoe. How do we know? If you watch them whole videos sometime, right, you will see them sucking those cuckold videos. Y'all think those were cuckold videos. He ended, them niggas be letting her and him suck their dick, you hear me? Next thing you know, that's why the transgender shit blew up. They had these women sucking them niggas in. Come on over here, yeah, come on, yeah. And look, you don't fuck me like the black man fuck me. Yeah, and bow down to this black man and suck his cock too, you hear me? Give him, and the whole time, he done paid the hoe to trick you, and you thought you was a hustler, nigga. Next thing you know, you start liking it. And I would watch these young niggas get turned out like that in the game, you hear me? So that's the real Epstein, Maxwell shit, the real gist of what they were doing to these niggas out here. Real street nigga don't do no business like that. We solo thugging. We like the yin yang twins. Smoke by myself, drink by myself. I fuck these hoes by my goddamn self, nigga, for real, nigga, you hear me? What are you talking about? I don't need no help smoking, drinking, fucking no hoe. I do all that by myself. Down south, we got a saying, snap your fingers, nigga. We do our steps, and we do all that shit work. How? By ourselves. No. You see these niggas walking, he gay and she straight. You don't need, and that's why I said, well, when was you ever a hustler? Because anybody that know how to hustle, they'll see, you see straight through that con game. That's con game. I be like, somebody might fall for it, but real niggas don't. See, where it became a problem was they became disappointed when I never fell for the con game. I'm like, how I'm fall for the, you a dummy, you hear me? Like you don't have a history of being educated. So how a person like me that's actually educated, I can see all that shit. How would I ever fall for it? I never would have fell for no shit like this. A dummy would have fell for it. I'd be like, anyway. And what you'll start to realize is a lot of that's why when Richard Gere on that movie Pretty Woman, it's not really the fact that he's a billionaire buying pussy. That ain't the point. The point is, rich niggas that's billionaires, anybody that's a self-made millionaire, billionaire already know these low-life, 5-6-figure motherfuckers. That's the con game they run around here. On these new people that trying to come in the game. But people that self-made millionaires and billionaires, we already see that. That's why when we see you with them, we go the other way. You hear me? Like, oh shit, you hear me? Another one bites the dust. And a lot of times, right, when it first happened to them, they be these Uncle Tom aggressive niggas, you hear me? They become some real, look at all the military soldiers that's here. They ain't really the one that's aggressive. It's the people that got fucked in the head. They mad in the motherfucker around here. Because now, something that you tried to justify, it ain't fly, is it? Keep in mind, right? Okay, say for instance, if a crackhead show up, like Ezell, or one of these crackhead crystal meth smokers, okay, because he look black, I'm fly. You ain't fly. Do you know in high school, black people make fun of people with fucked up tennis shoes, dirty ass clothes, and ain't got no haircut? That's true, about. We'll clown you. So what made you think if a dust ass nigga or a dust ass bitch, you heard me, next to me, that they got something to do? We make fun of people, truth be told, down south that ain't washing their ass, you heard me, ain't brushing their teeth, ain't got their shit together. Your mom and your dad will tell you that shit. Hey, get your shit together. Wash your car, you hear me, like something. We don't encourage dusty, dumbass motherfuckers. We don't do that shit. Get a job, start a business, go to school. Matter of fact, watch the movie Friday. What that nigga John Witherspoon tell Craig? He say, man, hey man, you got a job chasing dogs, or if you don't get no job, you ain't gotta worry about catching no dog. You gotta worry about a dog catching your ass, right? Broke ass bitches like these Felicia ass hoes. We don't have junkie ass people in our culture anyway. You a junkie motherfucker that hire these people to do this racist ass shit, what they call reconstruction. We already studied history. We know what the fuck that mean when you bring that dust ass shit around us. That's why they got rid of y'all ass around here. Y'all were hiring these paid actors and shit, you hear me? Nigga, that like the dope game, you hear me? You go, hey man, listen, try to get that nigga to buy some crack from you. As soon as you say the key word, I got dope, I got drugs, we're gonna move in and bust them. Nigga, those days over with. That's called entrapment. They lock you and the cop up for this shit nowadays. Truth be told, a lot of people out. How you think all these police and FBI agents been going to jail lately? That's why we be catching. I catch their ass as soon as I see a junkie. You hear me? Working for a police officer. You hear me? I'll buff both of their ass. You hear me? They don't come around me asking these weird ass questions because some cop told you to do it. Both of you niggas fucked. You hear me? Next thing you know, such and such a LA Police Department has been busted. Such and such FBI agent had been busted. Yeah, because you around here trying to catch niggas who ain't caught. And we ain't gonna never get caught because our business legal. And a lot of times I try to tell black people, if you have a legal business, this is how you gonna always keep it for the rest of your life. Don't never do business with nobody outside your people. You can fuck whoever you want to fuck, but even when it comes to these hoes, truth be told, it's best to date them online, OnlyFans, or buy some pussy and send that hoe home. Because I'm telling you, anything else you hear me is a scandal. Don't do it. Like I said, study every interracial relationship. I know we don't do immigration, integrate, but just look at O.J. Simpson, look at Kanye West, look at Kobe Bryant, you hear me, those rape scandals that he went with those white women. Look at all the men that ever, look at Young G's in that Asian bitch, look at Russell Simmons in that Asian bitch, look at P. Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. It's never worked for nobody. At some point, you hear me, you gotta say, oh, wait a minute, this is a 0% success rate. Jay-Z and Beyonce still together damn near 30 years later. It ain't gonna work because her loyalty always gonna be with they race of people. And the first chance they get to fuck up what you got going on, they gonna do it. Man, look, man, keep it pimping, man, you hear me? Or if you want to settle down with a woman, if you black or Aboriginal, settle down with your own people. One of your women. You already, you look at the success rate, it's 0%. It never worked for nobody. Even, like I said, even in the porn industry. Look at the porn industry. Add them up. Show me which one of them a millionaire. They ain't. So if something, like for instance, right, you heard me, I had to keep teaching economics to you. When you study stock and bond, you gotta look at these charts. You say, well, I know if I date this white, Asian, or Spanish woman, if I'm a black man. Now, if you white, Asian, or Spanish, date your people by all means. It might work for you. But me knowing that if I'm a successful entrepreneur as a black person, that it ain't gonna work for me. And I shouldn't let her know what Aboriginal bitch I'm dating because she'll become obsessed with who the hoe is. So I did something that ain't never been done in history. I made agreement with these hoes. Because I still been fucking on them here and there. OnlyFans, you heard me, that'll solve the whole problem. We never meet each other, but we talk to each other every day, you heard me. Does that make sense? Now guess what, you hear me? I'm never in a scandal, you hear me, right? You hear me, boom, you hear me. I always get rid of it, because I already know that's a setup. You don't need to get Bill Cosby or Shannon Sharp out here for you to figure that out. You don't see Jay-Z won his trial. Young Chip, I won my trials, right? You hear me, against these prostitute Babylon ass bitches. But you might be a victim like P. Diddy, nigga. See, like I said, me, Jay-Z, Donald Trump, we rare cases like this. But just because we won our trials don't mean you gonna win yours. So this how you avoid the trap. Learn from niggas who already been through it. You ain't got to do the trial and error method. You can learn from other people's success. Hey, just don't do that. If you a nigga, yeah, don't deny. If you gonna do Pretty Woman, buy some pussy, kick the hoe to the curb. Maybe it might be a love story, might not. Don't try it. It ain't work though. You hear me? You try to turn a hoe to a house. But they the whole OnlyFans, you never be in trouble. They your own bitch. Don't bring no folk. Matter of fact, if you wouldn't bring a crackhead to your mama house, why you gonna bring a crackhead to your partner that's own a business? It wouldn't make sense. Like, what he got to do with how you try and get your hustle on? Now, if you just drinking and smoking, that's a different story. But even then, there's only certain shit you're gonna talk about, because you don't know what his heart is. He might do something to fuck the everything we got going on. So, but they can't, but, you know, they would try it. And it's the very fact that they even, what they say, called trying a nigga. The fact you even try the shit make niggas say, no, I don't want to do business with people like that. If a woman, but I'm gonna tell you, even for females, if you dating a woman, she could be black, Aboriginal. If she bring her, what they call it, gossiping ass homegirl home, right? You hear me? Girl, why you let him do you like that? Why you let him say this to you? You just cooking for the nigga and shit, earn the nigga clothes and shit, bitch. Bitch, you done gave him all your work checks and tax checks. Well, what he supposed to do, start some business. Like, you don't let them hoes be all up in your house. Any real nigga know that. Gossiping ass bitches and bust ass men don't come around your real relationships or family. It's not a thing. That's common sense. Ideas of money. You and your bitch might have laid up. Look, baby, I was thinking about starting a nail shop in her shop for you. Shit, this how we gonna do it, this, that, and the third. This bitch ain't even, and a lot of time it be them bitches that ain't even got a man. They got a man called Dildo. That's his name. They dating Dildo and Torso. That's who they dating, Dildo and Torso. I seen married bitches, nigga, you heard me, still dating Dildo and Torso on the side. You know why? These hoes ain't loyal, you hear me? And I get it. I'm okay with that though, you hear me? I love OnlyFans. I love art, Lady Venuses and all that shit. Egyptology invented the new art, Dendera Zodiac, Temple of Luxury bitches, and the original butt naked weather lady like naked new. Everybody like to see a naked bitch. Who wouldn't? You'd be crazy if you didn't. Everybody like money. We like money, bitches. Put some money, weed, what they say? We like all that. Alcohol, tobacco. We don't do drugs because we see what it make people do. Selling your mama sofas and stealing shit from your friends and crossing people. No, we don't have that type of shit in the game. We understand it. Ideas are fake money though. And I got famous without faggots. For real. A lot of people like, for real. I be like, you know what? I said, truth be told, how do you measure if a person famous? Everybody know you. And you don't know them. That's how. You don't see me on no magazine shit that on the news, right? You hear me? Because it's copyright infringements inside the trade. White people are known for what? Stealing ideas of money. They thieves, all of them, you hear me? Every last one of them. They don't have black friends today. Majority of them because of that very fact. I want you to really look at history. All them inventions, right? You hear me? That's why the white man, he come around. Like now, he come around. What he trying to do? He trying to steal. A lot of people like, oh, he just don't want you around. But no, they known thieves. That's what they do. They try to steal ideas of money. Now he around here looking crazy, you hear me? Because all that money that he stole got defunded and took him from him. Because he stole it from black people, that ideas. That's the truth about the defunding. The all over idea black people came up with, these white boys around here thought they were gonna steal and got that shit took back. They never took that in consideration. Called defunding. And even to this day, when they try to justify why they should get it back, they say, no, because you still do it, even to this day. When are you gonna stop this transformative pedophile mindset? Because a lot of people don't really understand. This how white people think, right? You hear me? You gotta stay away from them. White people like COVID, a lot of them, you hear me? Especially the men. Because all they do is steal. You come up with an album, a move idea, he gonna try to steal it. You turn on the TV, I came up with that move idea. That was my music idea. That's all he do is steal your idea. Because he don't have an idea. He's not a creator. That's how we know he ain't the original man on planet Earth. He transformed some shit. He's a Frankenstein. We created him. He didn't create us. You ever seen a black man sitting around trying to listen to what white people talking about? It never happened. You see that? How do we know the black man is the original man? Have you ever seen a real black man trying to be a creep? Let me creep up on some white people. Let me creep up on them and listen to his conversation. We never did it. They're creeps and creepettes. Epstein, Maxwell type people. Ideas of money. Don't let nobody get your money. It ain't really the fact you got to keep your idea to yourself. Know your enemy. They got a history of stealing your ideas, don't they? All these inventions, all black people invented all this shit. So if he a known thief, you hear me? Not only dating the women is a 0% success rate, he a damn well shouldn't be your business partner, because first chance he get, he'll cross you out in the business deal woman. It's a 0% success rate. So those are two things you can look at. You already know dating a white, Asian, Spanish woman is a 0% success rate. It's best to keep it OnlyFans or pretty woman, fuck the hoe, send the hoe home. You already know from history that shows you, all the white man gonna come around, he gonna try to steal your idea. Soon as you do business, my granddad a preacher. He said, man, the first time I ever tried to do business with a white man in the church, I had told him to go get me $1 million grant. The grant came and I ain't seen that nigga since, you hear me? So don't let a nigga, now truth be told, most educated people say the only white, Asian, Hispanic people you can trust is in the church or in government. But even in those places, right, they still be some thieves. They just nicer thieves. But what happens is you gotta understand, that's a real secret to Memphis people. And we have a saying, don't never try to rob a robber. Don't never play killer games with killers, and don't try to be slicker than a man on a can of oil. Because you're going to get your issue, you hear me? And that's what happened to them. The tear the club up thug type shit happened to them around here. Like, nigga, you too high, you hear me? That's why you see these people, Hollywood people protesting. Well, if what you protesting about, you know who stole your money and then ain't paying you. You know what you supposed to do. Hey, man, look, I can't tell you to be old dog out here, you hear me? I'm just giving you the reality on how that shit handled, though, you hear me? I'm just be honest with you. Record label got your money, you know what you're supposed to do. Movie company ain't paying you, you know what you're supposed to do. What would you do in the street? Big worm, nigga, you hear me? That's what you would do. For that type of money. Because I got to looking at some of these women on OnlyFans. I had to do the math. I said, let me see. At $10 times 20 million subscribers, I said, that's $200 million. I said, bitch, you wouldn't be putting no dildo in your ass the next day, you hear me? That's a cash out moment. I'm cashing out, you hear me, like the song. Got a condo around my neck, girl, I'm cashing. Yeah, you cashing out after that shit, you hear me? Ain't no way in the fuck. Because they ain't paying you. That's the truth about it. What you actually worth. So, a lot of you women should join with nigga like me. Right? So you can make some money, but here's the problem. Like I said, say for instance you show a bitch how to go to the bank, get a small business loan. Soon as she makes some money, she gonna run right back to her people and run up. So they can't be trusted. A lot of these niggas, right, you hear me, right? You can't even trust smoking with a quarter pound of weed. He gonna run off or trick it off. So it's kind of like what we say, we have trust issues. It ain't the fact that we don't know how to make the money. It ain't the fact that we ain't got money. We got everything we want, truth be told, you hear me? But if the fact get to a point be like, yeah, I can't really deal with a nigga running off, because right now, as long as we never do business, we friends. But it's easy for somebody to become your enemy if y'all ever become friends and do business, because if they end up owing you something north of $1 million, you hear me? Man, listen, it could be a problem. Yeah, we friends, nigga, you hear me? But you better get killed around here, you hear me? Truth be told, that's why a lot of wars happen in the world. You have to get that country in debt. Once that country is in debt, say for instance, apples and oranges. My country got apples, your country got oranges, right? Y'all got this trade. It's the Garden of Eden balance. Say for instance, they burn down your orange field. Then say, well, I'm the only one got the apples and you got less oranges, so I should just give you, and they try to overwhelm you with these apples, right? You heard me? Then they took over your field, and they think you know, you done got contracted out your land and your agriculture and your resource. And that's how a lot of people do business. So when you catch hoe-ass niggas like that, man, you know it's time to go to war with them, right? You hear me? You gotta smoke them. But this how you avoid all it. Never do business or treat these contracts with them in the first place. You ain't got to worry about a situation. Cause once he get into your business, he know your layout, how you move, and this, that, and the third, you fuck. But if he don't know, only thing he know is the shit he got going on, you good. Like I said, I've been around these people for 8 years. They still don't know nothing about me, you hear me?
business-wise. Few real estate people, but they don't even do real estate with their friends like that. You heard me? Few people did, like I said back there. Yeah, but they don't do it with everybody. They do it with me, right? You heard me? A lot of times they say, why they do business with you? The same reason you trying to do business with me. People like to do business with people that's smarter than them in business. It's common sense. So, I want y'all to really think about that, man. You hear me? Money is ideas. If you don't have an idea, you can't get money. Like a lot of these YouTubers and these TikTokers. If your content is recording other people, that's really copyright infringement, truth be told, unless you're using that as an example, right? You hear me? To display an expression. Like I'm like the OnlyFans. She got the right idea. The camera's supposed to be on her. She the most important thing. But her context is sex. And sex sells. But after we bust a nut, we come back to our senses. We got to get back to what we're doing on a regular day-to-day basis. The movie star, he want the camera on him all the time. The musician, he want the most verses on the song or the chorus on the song, right? Because you want to be the star. You will never be a star or a real content creator if all your content is other, like even black people. They have gold digger content, but even in the gold digger video, they still a star in the gold digger video. Your people have prank videos. You ain't even got none of the shit you talking about, and you hiding like a coward. At least we just might play broke. You heard me? That's what we think they're fun. I ain't got shit. I ain't got it. Why? Because, and truth be told, it ain't really the fact they doing it. They looking for love and loyalty out here. That's the truth about why they doing it. And all men do it, you hear me? Like, truth be told, the reason why I have powerful friends, you hear me? Like the nigga told the nigga on The Godfather. When that crooked cop and that gay gangster came to him talking about give drugs to black people so the Corleone family could set them up, they were like, we ain't doing that shit. He said, I have powerful friends that throughout my years, he was like 50 years old, 60. He said, man, man, you got all these politicians and judges in your pocket. He said, yeah, but I won't have politicians and judges in my pocket if they found out I was around here setting people up like you and this crooked ass cop doing, gay gangster. They caught attitude with it, got killed for it too, you hear me? Like, you want to run a fraud scheme, go run that motherfucker, but don't involve me in that shit. If somebody dumb enough to fall for it, man, sucks to be them. Hey, education to save you from it. You know a fraud nigga when you see one. You know white people don't kick it with niggas like that in LA. You know damn sure they don't kick it with Young Chip, you hear him, because I don't allow it. So the more you see it, that nigga a fraud. Like a nigga got all this motherfucking highway over here, you hear him, he trying to stick over here close to me. Like we grew up together or some shit. The fuck wrong with these niggas, you hear me? It's fraud, nigga, you hear him. Nobody in their right mind know it. And truth be told, I'm end on this note. See, a lot of you men, you thought that you were gonna play Hunter Biden and bribe the OnlyFans bitches in Los Angeles millions of dollars. Here's the problem, right? I'm gonna show you why it didn't work. I'm gonna show you why it didn't work, ain't gonna never work. I've been fucking these hoes for a long time. These hoes is how I figured all this shit out about your ass. Whether you're aware of it or not. With the black bitches necessarily. The white, Asian, and the Spanish and the black ones that worked in the school. The hoes out fucking. That's how I figured out you was up to all this shit. So when you go around them hoes like, yeah, you heard what the nigga said? Yeah, she told me, fool, you heard me. Like I got a post about Mississippi burning. Yeah, you know how the FBI found out that the Ku Klux Klan worked at the police department? Because he was fucking the police nigga wife, you heard me? That's how he found out. They don't say, yeah, I'm going to tell the truth. She been dick deprived for so long, she said, I'm going to tell. The whole police station, they Ku Klux Klan his wife snitched on him, you heard me? See, you think, see, my hoe already know my 57 fake out. Bitch, get up out of here, hoe. Don't come back till you got my money, bitch. You hear me? You better have my bankroll stank, hoe. You hear me? Bitch, don't come back till you got all of it, bitch. Bitch, you ain't get none of this dick, hoe. You hear me? Till you get that money, hoe. You hear me? Bitch, no, I'm just fucking with her. You hear me? That's throwing your ass off. So if you want to find out how I found out about all this faggot shit you got going on, them hoes. Asian, Spanish, white. Like I just stopped saying, I said, you do know I done fuck more Asian bitches in California than Asian men have. I done fuck more Spanish bitches than Spanish men have. And more white women than a lot of these white men have. I'm the reason they don't have beds in 7 the club no more, you hear me? There used to be beds in the club. I want you to think about it. I'm the nigga went in there fucking all the hoes in there, had them hoes going crazy. They put a sign on that motherfucker say sugarmama.com. Never ever pay for anything again. Katy Perry all on that motherfucker, you hear me? Everything is free, you hear me? I'm the nigga done it, you hear me? And them hoes told me about all that trees and all your little setup when you little faggot ass. Them hoes told me. So I told them, I said, do me a favor. Get away me for a little minute, you hear me, right? We still say hi and bye. I'm gonna talk to y'all online, you hear me? I'm finna smoke these bitch ass niggas. And that's what I did, you hear me? And that's what I'm gonna continue to do every time I catch you bitch ass niggas catching trees, you hear me? So yeah, you think, let me tell you something. You think you walking with your hoe. The hoe know what's up with pimpin'. Soon as she get home, she gonna go on her OnlyFans. She gonna start texting, emailing the nigga. Come on my live, come on my live. Come to my $1 million meeting, nigga. Come to my real estate yeah, nigga, you hear me? Yeah, for real, nigga. All them hoes, nigga. Every hoe that got some money. But when I had realized you were committing all that stalking and shit, and then you wonder why it ain't working. You going to the bitch, you trying to bribe her. She the one told me. Yeah, nigga, you ain't get away. That's how I figured it out. I knew it was something, you hear me? Because I said, I can't find the answer in the book. And them hoes start giving me your whole lowdown. They all for real? Oh, he trying to use y'all to do what? Yeah, but you know, you a real nigga, Chip, you hear me? We'll never, man, cross you like that, man. You been down like 4 flats on the Cadillac, then the Zodiac, man. You too real, man. You ain't never tried no shake ass shit like that. You flake ass nigga. I told them, ho, break you niggas, you hear me? Real. Every time they bribe your ass, get the money, just give me some of it, and I'm gonna bust him in the cop, you hear me? If a nigga try to come with in the dope game with the entrapment, get the money, nigga. We gonna bust them and the cops sent them out. And we gonna get rid of all the corruption, and then we gonna get back to party like we supposed to. Yeah. So I hope yeah. Do you realize your dilemma yet? The very bitches that you trying to impress, that's how I figured it out, fool. So I don't know who you thought you was impressing. It ain't working. The street niggas you go to, man, you ain't gonna believe. Young Chip say he got the job in the military. They gonna be like, we know that. That's why we illegal. You do know it used to be illegal, don't it? We was doing life. You see, we came home, didn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to convince them too. They know my 57 fake out move too. So you really fucked a lot of you, like 90% of you faggots, or 100% of you faggots. You fucked out here. That's true about it. My niggas them already know what I'm doing. The bitches around here know what I'm doing. And the one that don't know, you the nigga that caught up, you red ass nigga, you hear me, and I'm glad, you hear me. You can't get Trump to listen to you, because he just was on trial for the same shit Jay-Z was. Ratchet ass, dead ass bitches, you hear me, we won. Which really, truth be told, but like the nigga on it made our career go, it did wonders for our career. Because now they know, you hear me, not only we can win in trial, and we can beat you before it even do it, nigga, you hear me. Now we got better too, you hear me. Nigga, I'm blessed, nigga, order mail Chesapeake, nigga. Our Chip is minister with the nympho. You know, it's cool. The 12 apostles, 12 disciples sold out. Now I got 12 priestesses, bitches. Look like the Playboy Mansion, and that's the origin of it. So, like I said, we still got 3 movies. And I'm trying to at least get done by this year. They gonna pay all the money. I ain't worried about it. Call it ready money. I already know what I'm doing. That's how Trump actually beat his RICO act. You don't know nothing about it. You're a clown. You heard me? Our Chip is ministry the movie, Leprechaun Lawyer, and Quest for a Silver Fleet. All you gotta do is stop letting white people come around you, listen to your conversation, and steal your idea money. They known thieves. Your relationship with the other race of women shouldn't go no further than OnlyFans. It's only $1, $2, nigga, less than a black and mile in the store. That's all her pussy worth now, $1 or $2. Cause she hanging with the faggot. She thought Roe v. Wade is where her money come from, not the 19th Amendment. Use that to your advantage, her stupidity. Use it to your advantage, the immigrants that think they money come from other people's court cases and not the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment of President Johnson. Use that to your advantage, you hear me? And in the end, the niggas gonna have all the money and they gonna end up working for our ass, you hear me? Just like on the movie Harlem Nights and Hoodlum. Those are true stories. That's how I'm finessing them right now. While they caught up in their boxing match, they finna be the employees and we gonna be the employers. All off their stupidity. Capitalize. That's capitalism, nigga. Her puts only $1 or $2. the little pussy that you do get from a couple of them here and there, it ain't worth it. It's a scandal. Love, peace, and her grease. Young Chip the Great, my name, whole weight, I'm out. Instagram, Kepa the Movement, Fly America, Aboriginal Civil Society, Kepa Bush, Chief Executive, right? Chief of Mission. Keep it pimping like the Egyptian, the one not caught in the harm conspiracy. Pharaoh Tree in this stores now. Relaunch of Aboriginal Dynasty Arts and Science Online University, what we call Patop. Peace out, Girl Scouts. I got a new album with the 9 muses. You heard me. She choosing.